Hi everyone. Today we have very important class for both pre-calculus and calculus. Even sometimes for calculus too, when we go to the integration and we need to integrate partial fraction. This is going to be the first. I'm going to try my best to finish 2 cases out of 4 cases today. Then I'm going to finish it later on. Then our class will be partial fraction decomposition. Let us start and see what we can do with this. Let us get rid of this and start our class. Then our class as today is partial fraction decomposition. Actually, we need this in calculus more than pre-calculus. This makes our integration for polynomial a lot easier than using the main function. When I say partial fraction, I mean polynomial here. I mean what? A polynomial. I mean, let me just make it. When I mean this one means for me 2 polynomial. Two polynomials. Like this. P over P as a function of x over Q as a function of x. In this form. What I mean by partial fraction, I'm going to show you. Case 1. Case 1. If you can factor, this is the first one, the denominator to, I mean by the denominator, the qx to distinct linear factors. Example, I'm going to show you some example, easy example. Look here. This is also, I'm going to add another case for this one. I'm going to make this 1 and this 2, the degree of p of x, the top less than the degree of qx, small qx. Example, a 3x over x squared minus 3x plus 2. P of x is you see that? P here, P of x, and here Q of x. The degree in the top is 1, the degree in the bottom 2, then that's we can deal with this case. Let us break this down. What I mean, step 1. Step 1, factor qx, which is 3x stays the same, and the bottom becomes, you open two parentheses, x and x, you need two number, multiply to the 2 and add up to negative 3, which is negative 2 and negative 1. What? Negative 2 and negative 1, my friends. Just let me fix my negatives. And negative 1. If you multiply negative 2 times negative 1, give you plus 2. If you add them, you get negative 3. Let us break this down. We're going to make it equal. 1, I have two factors, and 2. The first factor, x minus 2, leave it here, and the second one, x minus 1 here. In the top, we're gonna make believe there's two constants, a and b. My objective is to find what a and what b. What I'm gonna do, we're gonna take this guy here, the right side here, and we're going to deal with the right side, make the same denominator. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with the same denominator. You multiply the two denominators. Good? You multiply this by this. Now we have the a. You see the a? We multiply the a by x minus 1. A goes to this guy. Let me choose the green. Okay, you multiply this. The sign in the middle is a plus, stays a plus, and you take the b, you multiply it by the other denominator, which is this guy, which is x minus 2. And here it stayed the same, x minus 2, x minus 1, and 3x. Look, my two denominators here and there are the same, which is mean cancel each other. Then what left? 3x equal x minus 1 and x minus 2, and here I have plus, and here I have b and a. I'm going to show you how we can find a and b. Look, I'm going to take these two values this simply. X minus 1, you see this guy here, equal 0, then x equal 1. Also, I'm going to take the other guy here, x minus 2, x minus 2 equals 0, then x equal 2. Then I have two values for x. I'm going to move the board a little bit up, a little bit here, enough. Then we're going to put a line here. We're going to write at x equal 1. At x equal 1, the top value. 3, you replace x by 1. A here, I'm just replacing values, minus 2, and x equal, we said 1, b, 1, plus. Okay, now watch here, this is going to be 3, 1 minus 1 is 0, times 0 is 8 times 0 is 0, b times negative 1. Then 3 equal negative b. Divide by negative 1 by negative 1. Negative 3 equal b. We're done with b. Let us go a little bit down like this. That's enough. And let us take another line and leave this line down. At x equal the same. X equal 2. we're gonna plot x equal to 3 times equal minus 1 plus minus 2. And x equal how much we said? X equal 2. And here we know b equal how much? Here, okay, b equal -1 and x equal 2. Here, x equal 2. Right? X here 2. B we found at -1 and we need a. What we have here, and this is 2. This we have 6. And this is a. 2 minus 1 is 1. And 2 minus 2 is what? 0 times anything is 0. Plus 0. From this, you say 6 equal 8. Good. Then we have a and b. Then we're going to back to our function, which is 3x over x squared minus 3x plus 2 equal, we said, let us back see what our setting, x minus 2 and x minus 1. X minus 2 and x minus 1. And a in the top here, which is 6, and this -1. If you want, you can write it 6 over x minus 2 minus 1 over x minus 1. Okay. Now, look to the second example for case 1. If we have repeated factors. What I mean by repeated factors? Repeated factors. Example, look at this example. 3x plus 1 over x minus 1 squared and x minus 2. Okay. Let me just write my factors in this side. What my factors? I have x minus 1 squared and I have x minus 2. But x minus 1 squared is the same as x minus 1 as x minus 1 squared. Just to refresh your memory, you remember, as example, when you break it down, this 2 square, make this 2 square, 2 what? Square, make believe this 2 square. What the factor 2 square is 2, and also 2 square is 4, because 2 square is equal to what? If you understand it, this 4, right? This is 4. 2 square is the same as 4, right? Then when I take my factor, one of them 2, the factor for 2 is 2 and 4, which is 2, 4 is the same as what? 2 square. Then x minus 1 square is x minus 1 and x minus 1 square. I have 3 factors. Then my problem will be, I'm going to break it down to 3, 1, 2, I'm going to write it down to have more space, equal 1, 2, 3. Then I need 3 constants, A, B, and C. X minus 1 and x minus 1 squared and x minus 2. Good. Let us simplify the right side, which is this guy here. My denominator is what? Look, the right side. This is my right what? Side. x minus 1 squared and x minus 2, which is the same as this guy here, the same as this guy here. Here we have a, and I have x minus 1 only. I need one more of x minus 1 and x minus 2. You will understand with the second one, plus for x minus 1 squared, I need only x minus, because I have x minus 1 squared, I have it here, you see this, and this, the same. Then we're missing x minus 2. Then we need x minus 2 only. Left for me this guy, which is the c. C, I have only x minus 2, I need x minus 1 squared. I need x minus c and x minus 1 squared. Now I have my numerator ready. And the denominator and the denominator are the same, then don't worry about them. Then make the the numerator in both sides equal to each other. 3x plus 1 equal a, b, and c. I'm gonna make this blue, just x minus 1 squared, x minus 1 squared, x minus 2, x minus 1, and x minus 2. Guess what values of x? Now, with more practice, you will know what values of x you're going to take. Look what values of x. Here we have my factors. Let me just back to my factors. I have x minus 1 equals 0, and I have x minus 2 equals 0. Two factors, x minus 1 and x minus 2. From the first one, x equal 1. From this one, x equal 2. Then I want to try both of them. X equal 1. Plug x equal 1 in each equation. It will be 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. A. And here 1, and here 1, and here 1, right? 1 minus 1 is 0, right? Then 0. And negative 1 plus 1 minus negative 2, and 1 minus 1 square, and here plus, and here what? B. Here B, and here what? C. Watch, this cancel, right? This is 0. And the last one cancel, 0. 1 minus 1. Then left 4 equal this negative B. Divide by negative 1. Divide by negative 1. B equal negative 4. Leave this in the side. Okay. Let us take x equal 2. Again, 3 times 2, 6, 7. Which one gonna cancel? This is gonna be A minus 2 minus 1, and B. We know that B is negative 4. We found B negative 4. Right? And B negative 4, and this minus 2, and C plus minus 1, and C, look, I'm going to put the values of x, which is 2, 2, 2, 2. 2 minus 2, 0. This is 0. Anything give you 0, you cancel. Right? This guy, all this guy out. All this guy out. Then lift C. 7 equals C times 2 minus 1. C, 7 equals C. Good. Left for me to find what? B, A. Now, there's no more roots to take. 1 and 2. 1 and what? 2. Right? You can take any value now for X. Make it simple and easy. I will take 0. Don't take big numbers. You can take 5, 6, 7, 8, 20, 100, whatever you want. But make it easy for yourself and take X equals 0. I'm going to take X equal what? 0. I like to have it simple and not hard. X equals 0. 3 times 0, 0 plus 1 is 1. And A, what I need, 0 minus 1, I'm going to write here, 0 minus 2. For B, I know B is negative 4 from here, 0 minus 2. And I found C, which is 7, 0 minus 1 square. And here, square. It's still 1, because this square, this is going to be 1. 2 minus 1 is 1, square is 1. Then 1 equal, look, A, negative 1, negative 2, negative 4. I'm going to do it negative 2, 2 steps. 7 times negative 1 square. No problem. One more step. Make it simple and easy. 1 equal A. This guy, negative 1 and negative 2 is 2. Plus 8 plus 7. Solve this. 1 equal 2A plus 15. Minus 15 from both sides. A divided by 2, divided by 2A equal negative 7. Then let us write our answer. The final answer. My function was 3x plus 1 over x minus 1 square and x minus 2 equal. We have the A. Let us just back to refresh our memory just quickly. Here, x minus A over A. This x minus 1 square and this x minus 1 square and x minus 2. This is, we know C is negative 7, negative 7, and we know B, I mean A is negative 7, I'm going to change it, and C is 7, and B is negative 4. This is C here. This is A, and this B, and this C. And this is negative 7, we just found it. And this is B, negative 4. Then if you need this nicer, negative 7, x minus 1 square, and the negative and positive becomes part, I'm going to make it in blue, negative 4 over x minus 1 square plus 7 over x minus 2. Then we break down this guy. We break this guy here to be equal to the same as this guy. Okay. Okay, this is what I have for today. Okay, then I'm gonna save it. Okay, I'm gonna give you some problem just to try. Can I give you some problem to try, guys? try to do some problem, 2-3 problems, not too many. The first problem I'm going to give you, I'm going to try to make it easy for these two cases. One, the first problem, we're going to do 2x plus 3 over x plus 1 square x minus 3. The second problem you're going to do 4x squared minus 7x minus 12 over x cubed minus x squared minus 6x. Just hint for this. Hint for this hint. X cubed minus x squared minus 6x equal x. Take x at GCF. Becomes x squared minus x minus 6. Then factor this. I'm going to give you the hint. X minus 3 and x plus 2. Then you have 3 factors. You see? Then you factors 1, 2, 3. Again, any question, you are more than welcome to contact me at this, either by email or by this phone number. Thank you and have a nice evening.